Good morning again. But I'm going to get us quickly to the scripture, the 118th Psalm. The 118th Psalm, verse 24. My Bible readers probably know it already. Again, the 118th Psalm, verse 24. There you'll find these words. This is the day which the Lord hath made. That's enough. You may be seated. In 1995, a young lady who was only 14 years old stepped into the music scene with a grown woman's emotional honesty. In her debut album entitled Miss Thing, Monica sang these words, "It's just one of them days. I want to be all alone. It's just one of them days when I gotta be all alone. Just one of them days. Don't take it personal. I just want to be all alone when you think I treat you wrong. It's just one of them days." This morning I want to preach from the subject, just one of them days. Just one of them days. Fifth Sundays for pastors sometimes feels like just one of them days. One of them days. And I was saying Fifth Sundays for pastors can be one of them days. Everybody in life has one of them days. And the mistake, I'm just going to get real honest with y'all real quick so we ain't got to be in here long. The mistake with a lot of Christians is we think we can just pray away one of them days. And like young Minister Monica was saying in her song, sometimes we just want to be left alone. Because sometimes that's the only way we can deal with one of them days. Because when you having one of them days, you really don't always want somebody telling you they know how you feel. I know what you going through. And sometimes we'll lose our salvation because somebody wants to tell us, I understand. No, hell you don't. Because sometimes we just having one of them days. I thought about the psalmist and it says, this is the day the Lord hath made. It doesn't say this is a good day. It doesn't say this is a fun day. It doesn't say, hey, let's have a good time day. It just says, this is the day. And I love her line when she says, it's just one of them days. And she says, don't take it personal. You Christ-like folk need to understand that we can't take it personal when somebody's just having one of them days. I said Fifth Sundays tend to be one of them days for pastors because, that's the Sunday that associates preach. That's them Sundays we give to the young people. That's them Sundays that pastors, if they're honest, they look forward to putting their feet up and maybe not even coming to church. Just y'all do know pastors have them days. Pastors have them days when they tired. Do any of y'all ever get tired? Hold up. Here's the truth. Any of y'all ever get tired of church stuff? Pastor Clark had her hand up before I even got stuff out my mouth. Right? And there are times, and so I'm just here to tell you in a real short message, it's okay. It's okay. You know what I thought was interesting about this song, though? She sang this song when she was 14. Wait a minute. That means that young people get to have one of them days. We say stupid stuff like, you ain't old enough to be tired. You ain't lived long enough to be upset. She was 14 and she sang a song, said, it ain't about you. I'm just having one of them days. There's an honesty that comes out in this. And I just want to break it down. One of them days is like you had plenty of sleep, yet you still tired. One of them days is when everything at work is going okay, you just ain't satisfied. One of them days is when the preacher done preached and everybody done shouted and you didn't get moved. One of them days is when everything's not going bad, you just don't feel good. You just going through one of them days. It's not a crisis. It's not a catastrophe. It's just off. You just off. Am I making sense to anybody? It's just that kind of day. It's some of y'all gonna go home and barbecue, right? And you hope don't nobody show up. It's just one of them days, right? Some of you are going to go home and you're going to put on your favorite TV show, and you hope nobody walks in because you want to watch your show and you don't want to be interrupted. It's not that you're mad. It's not that you're upset. You just want to be by yourself. You know, sometimes I have my best conversations with God when it's just me and God. See, y'all hear the rerun when I get in the pulpit. I done already had the conversation. Y'all just get the remnants, and sometimes the only way that you can really hear what God got to say is you got to be having one of them days where you can just get honest with God, and you ain't got to put on no acts, and you ain't got to do this, and you ain't got to do that. I love what she says, and get this, she says, just one of them days that a girl goes through. I'm angry inside. I don't want to take it out on you. Just one of them days, don't take it personal. I want to be all alone. When I think I treat you wrong, don't take it personal. Baby, 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 baby. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You might think I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping, right? Maybe I'm just having a moment. But you are entitled to trip sometimes. You're entitled to have a moment sometimes. You ever roll up on somebody and you say something and they snap and you're like, what did I do to them? Nothing. They just having one of them days, right? I hear people laughing. I see people, because y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know how it feels. You ever call somebody and by the time you got through, you wish you wouldn't have called them? You're like, man, what did, whew. Now, what you should do is just say, you know what? It sounds to me like you're having one of them days. I'll call you back. Matter of fact, I'll call you tomorrow. Not today, maybe in 3 days, maybe next week, but I'll call you later, whenever later comes, but I know it won't be now because you haven't. And then if we're honest, we can recognize it because we've had one of them days too. You know, I thought it interesting. The psalmist says, this is the day which the Lord has made. and the psalmist must be preaching to or talking to real Christ-like folks because he says, we will rejoice, right? And what I've learned as a preacher over the years is people rejoice differently, right? Some folks wave their hands, some folks shout, some folks run up and down aisles, some folks sit and don't say anything. Some people contemplate, some people tears just run down their eyes. Some people might wave their hands, some people foot might get to moving, some people might rock back and forth, but they rejoice differently. It says, we will rejoice. And then it says something that really struck me, Reverend Hood. It says, and be glad in it. I'm like, I don't want to be glad. Yeah. Because it's difficult to be glad because sometimes you're having one of them days and you don't know why. You don't understand what it is that you're dealing with right now. And church folk, that's okay. It took me a long time to get to the point where I understood that it's okay that I don't understand. Sometimes you feel down and you look around and you think everything's wonderful. I got a beautiful wife. I got a beautiful daughter. I got a great son. Life is wonderful. I'm retired. Why am I depressed? And what I've learned, Sister Reed, is that sometimes when you're having one of them days, you need to turn your phone off. You need to lock your door. And you just need to go somewhere and sit still. I said this a long time ago, and I've learned this as I've gotten older, Pastor Clark, and I've said this several times. No is a complete sentence. You know you don't have to explain no. Hey, bro, you want to know? Hey, man, I was thinking no. Hey, no. Do you know you can say no politely and hang up? You didn't say it rudely. You say, you know what? No. Click. He got it. He said no. You say no and click. And I'm going to tell you the secret to getting through one of them days, right? When you turn your phone off or you put your phone on silent, stop checking it. Don't put your phone on silent and every time you turn around, you're looking at your phone. When was the last time you turned your phone off? I didn't say recharged it. I didn't say put it on a charger. I didn't say walked away from it. When was the last time you turned it off? You know, I went to the Apple store. I was having some problems with my phone. And the lady said, Mr. Chambers? I said, yes. She said, every now and then you need to turn your phone off. Did y'all hear what I said? I know some of y'all are cringing. Off, as in disconnect, as in it's shut down, as in you cannot receive a call or a text when it's in that present state. That means you have to actually press and hold a button. And then, and it's hard to turn them off because then, even though you pressing and holding the off button, then it says slide to turn off. Right? So you got to go through these 2 or 3 steps to turn it off. But you know what's cool about that? You got to go through 2 or 3 steps to turn it back on. Now, I get amens on the iPhone, but y'all need to do the same thing when it comes to some people. Ooh. There are some people you just got to turn them off. And I've learned that sometimes the first attempt to turn them off don't work. You can't just press the button and they go off. When you having one of them days, you got to go through a few steps. And you know what I've learned? Be honest with some folks. Just say, you know, maybe you haven't figured it out yet. Maybe you didn't read my tone. Maybe you didn't understand what I'm saying. But obviously I'm having one of them days. So I tell you what, so that we can remain friends, so that we can still be cool, I'm just going to disconnect from you for a little bit. Okay? Now, we may reconnect tomorrow. We may reconnect next month. We may reconnect next year. But right now, I just need to shut you off for a minute. For a minute. You ever had one of those situations where you right and they right and you arguing about who's right? Come on, y'all. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. I meant it just like I said it. You're right, and they know they're right, and you're arguing about who's right. Shut it down. Get away from it. Walk away. There are people who've lost relationships, friendships, this, that, and the other, because they couldn't admit they were having. And you know the other thing that I've learned, Reggie, one of them days sometimes is one of them weeks. One of them days can be one of them weeks. One of them days can be one of them months. The author said to everything, there is a season. Sometimes we just having one of them seasons. And we need to be honest and realize and recognize. And can I tell y'all the truth? Can I just be honest with you for a minute? Sometimes you can't fix one of them days, one of them weeks, one of them months, one of them seasons by coming to church. Sometimes you need to go see somebody. And I ain't talking about the preacher in the pulpit. I'm talking about sometimes you're going to need to go sit down or lay down on somebody's couch. And they're going to say, what's the matter? I'm having one of them damn days. I'm sorry, mama. And you got to be honest, and you got to say it this way, and I need y'all to get this, and this ain't theological, and this don't preach. I'm having one of them days, and right now God ain't fixing it. But God has equipped you to help me get through what it is that I'm going through. And I done prayed, and I done cried, and I done sat up, and I done read Bible, and I done this, and I done that. I need to be able to talk to somebody. So I'm not always having one of them days. Because the flip side of this is everybody been shaking their head, and yeah, you can't always have one of them days. If every day is one of them days, you need to go see somebody. You can call me. I'll pray with you. I'll pray for you. Yes, I will. I will call down fire from heaven. And then I give you the name of a therapist. Or tell you need to go look somebody up, black folk, and go sit down and talk to somebody so they can get you through whatever it is that you're going through. Right? Because I'm going to tell you what ain't going to fix it. That brown. Don't look at me like y'all don't know what that brown is. That white. Do I need to break that down? Hennessy ain't going to get you through. Grey Goose. White Hennessy. I ain't got to you yet. Sangria, Pinot, whatever, Tito's, margarita. Oh, that's silver. Y'all love that silver. That tequila, baby. That ain't gonna get you through one of them days. It might get you by one of them days, but you know what happens when you have too much of that? The next day gonna be one of them days. And now it's just one of them days with a headache. Right? Oh, I didn't touch the other get me through one of them days. The distillery ain't gonna get you through one of them days. Just get through it, you'll be all right. Because sometimes people just need to leave you alone and you will get through it. And there's an awkwardness to it. Because you feel like I'm saved, I'm living right, I'm doing right. Why am I dealing with this and why am I dealing with that? Do I have any Bible readers in here? Do y'all know Jesus had several one of them days? Go read about him in the garden. Jesus was having one of them days. Jesus didn't just go in the garden once and say, Lord, remove this from me. He went in the garden 3 times. And said, Lord, he was having one of them days. And all these Bible writers that we read, that we preach about Sunday after Sunday, All of them had one of them days. Paul had one of them days, weeks, months. Peter had days, weeks, months. I can go on and on. They had one of them days. Now, if folk who walked next to Jesus had one of them days, what makes you think you won't have one of them days? It's just real. And I know this ain't what folks come to church to hear. Y'all want to come to church. Some folks, not y'all. Y'all should have learned by now. But folks come to church and they want to hear this quick cure and this quick answer and this quick this and this quick that. But the truth of the matter is we need to be honest about our feelings, and we need to be honest about our emotions and what it is that we're dealing with and what it is that we're going through. And there are times, no matter how saved you are, you didn't ask God for what it is that God has given you. And the good Christian knows the only way you can get through what it is that God is taking you through is to hang on to God. Because that's the only way that you're going to make it through one of them days. So let me say this to you who aren't going through one of them days. I'm going to borrow from Minister Monica. Stop taking it personal when somebody doesn't feel like talking. Here we go, and this ain't theological. Stop taking it personal when somebody don't feel like you praying for them. And when somebody don't feel like praying with you. Stop taking it personal. Sometimes people need to have one of them days so they don't hurt your feelings. Because you catch the wrong somebody having one of them days. And they going to say some words that you thought that you had never heard before. They going to mix up cuss words. You be like, ooh, they supposed to be saved. Leave me the bleep saved alone. That's what we go through. You know, I look out and I can see people from here. And I see people laughing. I see people, because y'all know I'm telling the truth. Let me be honest, Brother Antoine. Periodically, I have one of them days. Right? Periodically, I have one of them days. Reggie won't admit it, but periodically. Reggie has one of them days. I don't want to pick on anybody, but I would guess Lisa periodically. You ain't having one, right? Okay. Periodically. Kathy, periodically. See, I need some one of them days, folks, right now. I need y'all to be honest that we have had and are having one of them days. Anybody have one of them days? Anybody have one of them weeks? Anybody have one of them months? Anybody have one of them seasons? Don't make me feel like I'm up here by myself, all in my feelings and in my emotions. Because life has a way of taking you through some things, and other folk can't get you through it. And I need y'all to know that, and that's when you are experiencing and going through one of them days. And there's an interesting story, and I'm going to wrap this up. There's an interesting story in Luke 24 and 13. These disciples are on their way to Emmaus, and this is after the resurrection. They're walking, and they don't realize as they're walking, Christ starts walking with them. It's an uneventful day. It's not the resurrection. It's not the first Sunday. They just having one of them days. And in the midst of them having one of these days, Christ is walking with them. And Christ begins to talk to him, and he's reminding them of different stuff. And he talks about Moses, and he talks about all these different things, and he kind of subtly reminds them that even in the midst of one of them days, they are blessed. He kind of subtly reminds them. But I didn't say Reverend Chambers is walking with them. I didn't say Reverend Hood or Pastor Clark or Reverend Russell is walking with them. I didn't say your favorite church member is walking with them. I said Christ is walking with them. Because sometimes when we having one of them days, we don't need nobody else to walk with us. because you can't take the place of what Jesus can do. And sometimes when you're having one of them days and you think you're walking by yourself and you say it to yourself, I just want to be all alone, the good news is Jesus doesn't leave you alone. And so as you're walking by yourself, Jesus will come along and he's walking with you and he's subtly reminding you as you're going through your hell that I am with you. I got you today just like I had you on yesterday, and I will have you tomorrow. You are not in this thing alone. Even though you having one of them days. And what I'm trying to tell you, church folks, is sometimes you need to get out the way and let Jesus do what it is that Jesus does. That's not to say that we don't appreciate it. That's not to say that we don't thank you. That's just to say that just one of them days that a man goes through, just one of them days. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I just need to be all alone. It's okay. It's all right. Because God has got me. He had me before. He's got me now, and he will have me later. So if you see me and I'm not smiling, if you see me and it appears that I'm struggling, if you see me and it looks like I'm going through, I'm just having one of them days. Amen. I'm thinking about Monica. And she says, just one of them days that I'm going through. When I'm angry inside, I don't want to take it out on you. Just one of them days, don't take it personal. I just want to be all alone. When you think I treat you wrong, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Just one of them days. So God bless you. God keep you. And by the way, I'm not having one of them days right now. But I know what it feels like to have one of them days. And please don't forget this. How old did I say Monica was when she sang that song? She was 14. That means there's no age limit on when you can have one of them days. Children have one of them days. Grown folks have one of them days. Seniors have one of them days. All of us have one of them days. Amen?